You ever suggested something like that, like not overthinking it? Like, hey, if you got an idea, like just go for it. Don't even think about it.
So I refer to this as like unflinching discipline, and I'll explain that in a moment. But people should just seriously go look some of this stuff up from Mel Robbins, a female on, she's all over YouTube.
Him on WWF. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, how many people
wrestled The Undertaker,
Dude,
Bret Hart, and Owen Hart. And
That's once in a lifetime opportunity.
Without having any is on the side, or a new venture is like, fuck, how am I going to make money doing this? How much like belief did you guys have that
stronger? So I think that sometimes some of the stuff that you do, you might have to kind of recognize you should get something out of it. And you can look back, that might have been pretty good, but the job sucked. But it's like you still got a lot out of that. I know with your previous job experience, like you got a lot out of that job, even if it was
just man, I'd really love to, but I just can't do it. And I would say that, like, in most cases, and maybe that's a job with one company, but maybe you could family. You don't have time for your friends. Going down to that 40, it might hurt a while. You and your family might have to make some adjustments, but do your best to get on some sort of hustle, and also with the employer that you have.
I'm going to start the next Metallica. Like, he doesn't think that way. He's not actively pursuing that. He just jams on it here and there. So maybe I just think it's so cool that some of these kids have these things. As soon as I gained confidence, felt stronger than some of my friends around me, I said, I always knew that lifting would turn into something. And the person I was talking to just stopped dead in their tracks. And they were like, what? They're like, you knew? I was like, I have always, but mainly lifting. Like, I love lifting. Just like anybody else, my fitness wavers here and there. Like, there's times where I'm training way more intense. It wasn't
a matter of, like, should I do it, shouldn't I do it? Like, my wife and I were like, I never knew how to do anything else. He was like, I don't know how to sing or dance, so I fight. I feel that way too. I don't know how to sing or dance, or I don't know how to fix a car. I barely know how to change a light bulb. I can cook some scrambled eggs and cook some meat
and like a legend in our, as funny as it is, kind of, it's like an Al Bundy of our area, and not everybody loved him, but everybody admired him. He was the town badass. He was the town tough guy. And anytime his name was mentioned, people would be like people would be kind of like nervous. They'd be like, oh shit, that guy will kick your ass, And so, when he died, it was a huge blow to me and my family, but I just kind of recognized, life is short.
So you're going to get a deep dive into these topics, because I know you guys have been curious about how we've been doing it, how we've been maintaining muscle, because all of us, Thomas, Mark, myself, and Andrew, we all use this shit and we're all jacked. So I hope you guys really enjoy this episode with the great, the awesome Thomas DeLauer. Power Project family, we're partnering with an amazing brand called Vuori. Now, Andrew, can you tell me?
I know this is gym apparel, like this is performance apparel, but I was like, I don't want to mess this up, but obviously it can handle it. So that for me, dude, that was like the biggest eye-opening thing. I was like, okay, now I get it. What about you? What's your favorite piece?
Well, I love the Stratotech tee because I'm wearing the Strato right now. I love the Ponto short because the Ponto shorts, like, I wear those to chill at home, but I can also wear those to work out. But the feeling, like, I have two of this same exact t-shirt.
Of our brain is actually operating in conscious thought versus subconscious thought, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that we probably have more going on in our subconscious than in our conscious. So if our conscious mind is saying, solve this problem, eat, our subconscious is probably saying something different. So by trying to override our subconscious all the time, by trying to prefrontal cortex our way through everything, we're just messing ourselves up more. Yeah,
it's tough because, like you're mentioning, there are a lot of really delicious foods out there, but now I'm starting to see a trend of there's delicious choices that are more nutritious.
Yeah.
I mean, we can argue about like some protein bars and stuff like that back and forth, and like they might put you in the same spot because you might overeat them as well.
Yeah,
and overeating is overeating, but we're starting to get like more and more options. So I like the fact that we're seeing like Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero. So take off after that.
Talk about like X number of carbs. Like, so
some food in general, right? Like I think I'm pretty interested on my phone directly with how much I crave snacking and how much I want an itch that now we are always going for it, and when we get the slightest bit hungry, we are entitled to eat a bag of chips. That you say that, dude. Okay, first of all, Kerber, we started doing fasting. Initially, it was a little bit frustrating, but it's the hungry, but it's not a big deal because I'm used to that feeling. I can just keep